Welcome to Footy Unpacked. Again, we've got a very special guest today, former Baroka captain, currently with Cape Town City. Mduduzi Mdantsane is in the house for today's episode. So, Mdu.
How are you?
Good. Hey, Anguzwa kahle. Can you come a little bit closer maybe to the speaker? I can't hear you properly.
I'm saying I'm good. Can't complain. How about you?
Perfect. Ikuphethe kanjani corona thus far? Hey.
Yeah, there's nothing much I can say. It has disturbed so many things. And yeah, man, I miss playing football. I miss being in the field. And I believe the supporters as well. They missed being entertained. So everyone miss playing football, man. Like, we want to go back, but safety and healthy comes first, so
Definitely.
we got to stick to what our leaders are saying to us and stay safe. That's the most important thing right now.
No, definitely. And where are you now? Are you back home? Are you still in Cape Town?
No, I'm still in Cape Town.
Okay.
I'm still in Cape Town.
Okay. Hey, and it's bad down there. You guys must be safe, man.
Definitely, you need to be careful, extra careful when you decide.
Definitely. So I think, Mdu, thank you for joining us first of all, and I really appreciate your time. So I think maybe let's take it way back. Let's take it right back to the beginning. Where are you from? Where's Mdu from? Who is Mdu?
Well, Mdu, it's a young kid from a small township called Leandra. It's based in Secunda in Mpumalanga.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm from that side, man. It's like I grew up in my mom's family.
Okay.
As my dad left me, I don't know, when I was still a kid. So I grew up under my mom's family. Up until now, I'm still staying there, and yeah, that's my family. So I'm based in Leandra.
Okay. And then where from Leandra, and I'm not very familiar with Leandra, but where does the soccer start? So when do you start playing soccer? How did that come about? Is it something Okale is on the streets? How did that come about?
I started playing when I was still a kid, obviously. I started playing in school, I was just playing it for fun, but a lot of people were like, this kid can play, man. This young man can play football, So I started taking it seriously. And yeah, and my uncle as well was playing soccer, and he was good back in his days. So people were like, you're going to be like your uncle if you take football seriously. So then I started taking football seriously. I was playing in school, playing in street. My mom used to beat me up every day because I used to play with my school shoes.
Oh, yeah.
So she always buys school shoes every month. So she was tired of that thing, and she will always beat me up when I play with my school shoes. But I never stopped, man. I never stopped. I kept on playing football. I had belief in football, man. And yeah, that's how it all started.
Okay. And then if I'm correct, you then went on to join the Kaizer Chiefs Academy. How did that come about, and at what age did you join the Kaizer Chiefs Academy?
Before I joined for Chiefs, I went to, after I finished school, 2011, 2012, I left home and I went to play in Val, Vernachen. I played there for like a year, and I saw things were not going the way I wanted them to be, like I started giving up. I was like, this is not taking me anywhere. And my grandfather was putting pressure on me. I was like, you gotta make money. You're old now, you're done with school, so you have to make money. And football wasn't making money for me that time. And then I went back home. It was 2013.
Okay.
And when I was home, I didn't stay for long. When my mom's friend, he used to be my mom's friend. before my mom passed away. Yeah. So that guy actually came to my house and he said, I have an offer for you. Let's go. I'm not going to tell you where we're going, so I'm just going to surprise you. Let's go. Take your soccer boots and let's go. By that time, like, I already gave up with football. Like, I told myself I'm not going to play football anymore, you know? So I went to, he took me to Chiefs. Hey, I was so happy, you know, getting there. Hey, it's Chiefs, yo. So he spoke for me, and then they gave me a chance. And from that moment, I knew that I can't let that guy down, man. Like, he sacrificed a lot to take me from giving up on football to Kaizer Chiefs, you know. So I had to take things seriously, and I never looked back. From there, I started playing, and they liked me, and they selected me out of all the try lists that were there. I think I was the only one or two left, you know. So from there, I never looked back. I started getting back to football again and taking things seriously. So, yeah. But I didn't spend much there. I only spent like a season because they had to change the system where they were releasing overage players, and I was part of that team. Yeah, because they wanted to change their structure in development, playing more youngsters. So my age back then, I was over the age restriction, you know. So yeah, then I left. I went back home again, and Coach Atazwani called me, you know. Called me and he was asking, hey, where are you, man? Are you still playing football? What? I haven't seen you since you left. And I told him, no, I'm no longer playing. I'm back home now. I'm trying to find something just to make quick cash so that my family can eat. And he was like, no, just come let's meet up in Joburg. And he set me up on a team called Baroka. Yeah, he set me up there. He spoke to those guys, and then they gave me a chance. And yeah, from there I went straight to Baroka.
Okay, so before we get to Baroka, so how would you describe your time at the academy at Chiefs? Like, how was it fun? Did you enjoy yourself? And why do you think the natural progression to the first team never happened for you in that year?
I had fun. Trust me, I enjoyed being at Kaizer Chiefs by that time. You know, still a youngster, still learning. Although my time wasn't enough, you know, like it wasn't enough while I was still enjoying. But then I believe sometimes you don't get what you want. You know, God won't give you what you want when the time you want it. Like, he'll give you what you need at his own time, you know. So I had to believe in God, and I believe that my time will come. I just have to keep pushing. Nothing comes easily in life, and you can't give up, you know, because I already gave up and someone brought me back. And then, yeah, so now it was up to me. To decide what I want, really, because it seems like a lot of people believe in me, you know. So I had to start believing in myself, and yeah, I had quite time. I had a good time in Kaizer Chiefs, trust me, and they had so much belief in me, both Coach Atazwane and Ace Kuse. Yeah, they had so much belief in me, and yeah, so that's how all things went.
No, fair enough. And then you go to Barbero, and I think Barbero is based in Midrand, if I'm correct, né?
Yeah.
And then you go to Barbero, and how long did you stay at Barbero?
I also spent a year there. I also spent a year, but they couldn't register me for the first half of the season.
Okay.
And the second half of the season, they started registering me. I think the last 8 games of the season. yeah, that's when I started playing for Barbero. I played the last 8 games, you know, and I was fortunate enough, like I was lucky enough to be recognized on those 8 games, you know. Yeah, and from that season, that's when Baroka chairman came to me and was like, he wants me to come and train with the team, and he'll take it from there.
And then so now you've played 8 games, and I mean the ABC Motsepe is a tough league, tough league.
It is.
There's not a lot of time on the ball. You know, it really is a tough league, and there's also a little bit of mischief from other teams and referees and whatnot. What can you say your time at Barbero taught you about football? What did it give you?
It taught me how to be patient. It taught me patience. Like in life, you need to be patient. You know, it takes. There's a say that, if I remember it correctly, it takes 1 year to change your life. Like it takes a season or 1 day to change. Because you know, what's this? But yeah, it taught me patience.
Yeah.
Like it taught me how to be patient. You know, you need to be patient in life. You don't need to play all 30 games to be recognized. You know, when your time, it's your time. No one will take that away from you. You know, if God said now it's the time, now it's the time. So I had so many delays. You know, maybe God was preparing me for greater things. And when I started playing, you know,
are you there?
Towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
And then I was recognized. Yeah. I had a great time. I had a great time as well.
Okay, no, that's fine. As long as you enjoyed your time and you learned from it. And then Baroka comes knocking on your door. And what was that like? I mean, you know, Baroka, I think they've given a chance to a lot of people that were unknown, and they keep doing so. What was that like? Did they say to you, come over and sign? Was it a trial? What happened for you to join Baroka?
I was still on trials. The chairman said he wants me to come and trial and train with the team, you know, but it's only the coach who will decide if he likes me or not. You know, so he's just giving me a chance to come and train with the team and see if the coach will like me and so forth. And all went according to the plan. And I went there, I started training, and I trained with the team for almost like 2 weeks, 3 weeks without getting a contract. And after then, that's when I got a contract. Chairman called me, like, come to the office, and then I signed a contract. You know, so, and I also played the last 2 games of the season back then. Yeah, and then I played the playoffs. I played against, my first game was against Highlands Park.
Okay.
It was the second last game of the season. And then I played Ike's Cape Town, the last game. And then we played playoffs. And then I played all the 4 games.
Okay, in the playoffs.
Yeah. Then after we survived, and then the chairman gave me a new contract. Then.
Yeah. I was just about to ask, so how long did they offer you? How long were you at Baroka?
It was a 3-year contract. Okay. It was a 3-year contract, yeah.
3 years.
So I've been there for like 2.5. Yeah.
Okay. And just tell us about your time at Baroka. I mean, you played with some interesting characters. Some of the players that I would have known a little bit personally. Some players that you know, there was a time where Baroka was also reviving careers. People were coming to Baroka towards the latter stages of their career. So tell us maybe about your time at Baroka. What would you say about it?
I also had a great time. I had fun. I met new players. and it was my first team, first professional team, first contract in my career. And yeah, I was learning. I was still a kid, learning more about being professional, learning about PSL, learning a lot, man. Like for me, it was a stepping stone of learning, you know. So to brief up everything, I would say being at Baroka has really taught me a lot about football, you know, and it was preparing me for next stage, you know. You have to be patient, you have to have strong heart, and you gotta believe in yourself. And I think, yeah, it has helped me a lot. I enjoyed my time.
And who are some of the funniest characters you played with at Baroka? I've got an idea in my mind, but I want to hear who are the funniest characters that you played with.
It was there was Sipo Moyeti. Scob, yeah. There was Talent Chow Piwa and Matume Khotiane. Those are the characters. Those people, like, even if you don't feel like training, maybe you're in a bad mood or something, they will make sure that the mood changes. Like, they always make sure that the spirit is high in the team. They always make jokes. You know, they're fun to have around. And so those people are they have such great character. Like, they're so funny, but they work. They work when it's time to work. They work. They give their everything. So those people, I enjoyed the most being around them. Yeah.
So I quite like Uskobe, and I thought you were going to say Uskobe. And I think there's just a little bit of controversy around players of Afana and Uskobe at the moment, where people are saying, you know, showboating doesn't have a place in South African football, professional football. What's your take around that, the whole showboating piece? Does it have a place in professional football? Is it something we should allow? Is it something we should completely ban? What do you think?
I don't know. But back in the days, people were showboating. The likes of Skarango Bese, Chabu Moki, Junior Kainya, Chabu Mahlangu, you know. It's our style. It's our style. It's our South African style, you know. And supporters, that's what they want to see, you know. When they come to the stadium, they want to have fun. They want to have fun. And yeah, as long as it's not affecting the game, man, it should be allowed. You know, as long as it's not affecting the game and people want to laugh, they want to enjoy, they want to have fun, you know. So as long as it's not affecting the game, for me, I believe, yeah, it should be allowed. It should be allowed.
No, I think I'm in the same boat as you. I like to see it. If I've paid my 40 rand, I want Scober to go on the knee and do what he has to do.
You know, yeah.
As long as he's going forward and going the plan as well after
that. Yeah.
No, I hear you. And your biggest highlight of the Baroka career, am I correct in saying it would have been the Telkom win?
Definitely. It's gonna be the Telkom, man. You know, before we won the Telkom, like, we had the toughest fixture. You know, we had to play Arrows, Sundowns, Vets, and Pirates. So those were the big teams, you know, and it wasn't easy for us. No one believed in us. And we had to believe in ourselves. I think that's the most important thing that helped us to win at the end, you know, because we had to believe in ourselves. There's nothing that's more important than believing in yourself before people can believe in you, you know. So I would say those are such great experience, such great memories, and I'm very grateful to have participated in making history in Limpopo, you know, and I was the leader. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, but thanks to my teammates back then, Baroka, the chairman, whoever believed in me, you know. So yeah, we did it as a team. We did it as the whole province, and yeah, those are the great highlights about Baroka. Yeah.
And so you had Baroka, and I mean this is your first professional team that you play for. At what point do they say to you, listen, to here's the captain's armband, we think you must lead this team, and how did that feel like?
It felt great. It felt great because for me, it told me, you know, at first I had some questions like, why would he give me the arm belt? I'm the youngest, and there's experienced players here, there's old players here, but why me? You know, and then I came with this answer that it shows that he believes in me. You know, he believes in me, believes that I can take the team to another level. You know, so he believes that I can take the responsibility, and at the same time, I can learn how to face challenges when the responsibility is on me. You know, so it taught me that there are a lot of people who believes in me, and more especially the chairman believes in me, the team believes in me, the players, you know. So I gotta do my best. I gotta keep pushing and make sure I respect that and respect the belt and make sure that I do my best as always. Like I have to push and yeah.
Okay. And how was it being a young leader? I mean, you know, especially Tina, the way school ngakhona, umuntu omdala uyo kwamele abe yinhloko or whatever. So how do the players take to you? I mean, the older players, how did they take to you being a captain when you're younger than them? Were they supportive, and how did that go for you?
I think I was very lucky to have such players, such experienced players like Madubanya, Simenya, Nkausu. You know, those people, they were so supportive, man. Like they pushed me. They were giving me good advices every day. They helped me a lot, you know. They also changed my thinking, the way of doing things, the way of thinking. Like they were there. They were there. When I wanted something, I go to them. They're so open. Like those are nice guys. Like they're so open to everyone. They don't judge a person, you know. So whenever I wanted to ask something, I go to them freely and I know I'll get good advices from them, you know. And if I'm flopping somewhere, they'll come to me nicely and they'll speak to me nicely, you know. So I think I was very lucky to have such people in my life during those times, you know, because I believe if it was other players, maybe they were gonna disrespect me and be like, the chairman disrespect us. How can he give a young boy the arm belt, you know? But they made my life easier instead, those players. Like, they made my life easier. And I enjoyed that. And I'm so grateful for that. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So then you go on and you spend 2.5 months at Baroka. And then obviously what happens towards the end of the Baroka stay is a little bit, there's a bit of turmoil. How did it make you feel that these people that have given you at this big a chance and an opportunity, um, that it's not necessarily ending the best way possible?
Well, it didn't affect me, you know. It didn't affect me that much. Because me and the chairman, we had a chat. We had a chat and he wanted to renew my contract. And we had some disagreement there and there, which is part of law, which is part of negotiations, you know. So, but we managed to speak and understand each other, you know. And then we came to the conclusion that, okay, he will release me.
Okay.
And yeah, that was it.
Okay.
So I was surprised now as time goes that he tells people that he didn't release me. So I was like, I don't know then. And it didn't affect me that much. Like, it didn't affect me at all. You know, I had to stay focused and let those people who managed me to take care of it. You know, my job is to play, and whatever's happening off the field, then I know I have people who will take care of that. Yeah, so it didn't affect me, like, honestly.
That's fine. And I
Yeah,
think he's a good man, the chairman. I think the Baroka chairman is a good man.
yeah,
And there probably was just misinterpretation, and you know how the media is as sometimes as well.
yeah. Maybe playing some mind games, you know.
It's blown out of proportion. So, but then it's rumored that,
Yeah,
and obviously because you've had, I think, 2 big seasons and you were playing really, really well, I think, at Baroka. You played some of the best football we had seen in a while. Um, then it's rumored that Ikosi Liakfun, and it's all over the media. Hey, Chiefs. And then out of nowhere, Mduduzi Mdantsane at Cape Town City. How did that happen? And why not Chiefs if Chiefs really was interested in you?
okay. Well, I've been hearing those rumors. For me, they were rumors, you know, because no one came to me, and even my agent never told me anything. You know, no one came to me, no one called me directly. You know, all I knew was Cape Town City wanted me. You know, those words were coming from my agent, the one guy that I believe in, the one guy that I know he'll get me a good deal. You know, my job is to play football, and his job is to make sure that I get a good team. And I was happy that he chose Cape Town City for me. You know, because I also wanted to play for City. You know, and I was happy with the decision that I've took. And it wasn't my only decision, but my family as well, and my friends, everyone. Like, I've been getting support from them. You know, I had a chat with my family first, and I also had a chat with my friends, my colleagues, and my manager. Yeah, and then we all agreed on one thing, and I was very happy about it. And yeah, I don't regret being at City. And yeah, those were rumors about Chiefs. No one told me anything about them. Yeah.
No, but so then you get to Cape Town City, and how was the reception? I mean, to be honest, they've got a bit of an established team. They've got a nice thing going down there. I think the chairman, John Committees, has got a good thing going there. He's got good players. I mean, Abo Kermit from overseas. He's got Abo Notata who are blowing up. He's got Abo Mukeke who are doing well. You know what I mean? How is the reception?
Yeah.
Because the what we are fed as supporters is that sometimes when you walk into a team with players that are established, they don't necessarily receive you well and whatnot. So I just wanted to find out what the reception was from a Cape Town City perspective.
No, they received me very well. Like, they received me with warm hands. They were so happy. They still are happy to have me around, and I'm still happy. And I knew some guys before I even come here. We've been talking, calling each other. So it wasn't that difficult for me to adjust to the new team, you know, because they made it very easily for me. Those are nice people to have around. Like, they're so warm-heartedly. Like, they received me very well. Like, I enjoyed my time. I still enjoying being here. So yeah, it was a great time. And yeah.
And Gungati family, man. From the outside looking at Cape Town City, it almost has this family vibe. They look like friends before, I'm our colleagues, nan. So I think that might also have helped.
Yeah. As I said, it is all about like we all have same hearts. We all have they love each other. They support each other on and off the field, and I think that's important. They always build a relationship even off the field, you know. And it's something that I've enjoyed so far, you know, is that relationship that we're making all the time off the field. After training, we all go somewhere for lunch. Sometimes we go for dinner as a team, you know, as players only. And then we talk about things, we talk about our preparations, our plans, you know, and that makes everything easy even when we get to the field, because now we understand each other. We understand each other's weaknesses, our strong points, you know. So it makes everything easier for even a new guy to come and adjust quickly to the team. Yeah.
And let's just talk about maybe your position, because I think at Baroka you were playing more as a six, defensive center mid, if I'm correct, and then you please correct me if I'm wrong. But I think in the Cape Town City midfield you've been pushed up a little bit, almost to an 8, and sometimes I think you've even come on as a 10. So where in the midfield do you prefer? Are you a holding? Are you happier as a holding midfielder? Are you happier behind the striker? When you prefer it?
Back in Baroka, I was playing as number 8.
Okay.
You know, I was number 8, but you know, I was doing the box to box movement. Like when it's time to attack, I'm there. When it's time to defend, I'm there as well. You know, and I came at City. At City also, I'm still playing number 8 and number 10. You know, so the coach prefers me to play as number 10, which is normal. You know, not all coaches will make you play in one position. There are other coaches who sees you as a striker. Other one, they see you as a defender, you know. So as a player, you gotta adjust to such situations. Like you need to be prepared at all times that a new coach can come and he can make me play as a winger. He can make me play as a goalkeeper, you know. So, but for me, I prefer playing as number 8 and number 10 as well.
Okay.
You know, because when going forward, I know I can go forward, and I can be creative, and defending as well. I know I can come back and defend. You know, because if I can play as just a holding, I don't think I'll enjoy that much, because I always wanna go forward. You know, so if I play as a holding, I'll go forward, and then there's no one left in the middle. So I prefer playing as number 8 or number 10. Yeah.
Okay. And how have you found the difference in the style of play at City and at Baroka? How is the style differently? Because I can understand that the position can be the same, but not necessarily the style.
At Baroka, we used to play like diagonal balls. You know, it's all about quick counter. When we have the ball in the middle, you switch to our wingers, and when we run straight to the box, it's cross. You know, but here at City, the difference is that they're keeping the ball. You know, they make sure that they keep the ball. And when they lose the ball, they make sure they get the ball quickly again. You know, so here it's all about positioning and waiting for the right time to attack and create more. Because the more you have the ball, the more you create more chances, and yeah, the more you're likely to win the game.
I hear you.
So yeah, that's the difference.
I hear you, and it looks like you're enjoying it thus far. It really does look like it's working. It sort of fits in very nicely with the gents, and it
I like playing football, man. I like playing football, and yeah, I just like playing football. You know, I always want the football to be in my feet all the time. I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're good. But let's talk national team, and I think that's if I'm correct, that's the one thing that you haven't done yet in your career is be part of the national team. And I think it's a very tough position to try break into the national team. So maybe my question to you is, in the next 2 years, do you see yourself perhaps featuring? Is it something that you think of at the back of your mind? And what are your aspirations when it comes to the national team?
Obviously, I want to play for national team. I want to represent my country. That's important. Like, it's every player's dream to play and represent his country. But for now, for me, I do think about it, but my main focus is representing my team, making sure that we win, making sure that I contribute a lot. I believe all will happen at God's time. Me, I believe so much in God, and I let God take control of everything that I do in my life. So I do pray always about it, and I believe my time will come. I just have to focus right now on my team, focus on helping my team win trophies, leagues, and everything. And then all those things, the call-up will come. And when it does come, I surely have to grab it with both hands. I have to be ready for it. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I
I
think
would love to play for national team.
yeah, and I definitely think it's coming. I really, really think it's coming if you just sort of stay consistent and injury free. I definitely think the potential is definitely there. And I mean, you're a good footballer, and the good things happen to good footballers. But now that we're sort of speaking international, do you have aspirations of also going overseas, perhaps sometime? Is maybe Cape Town City, especially because it's on the harbor there, is it maybe your ticket out of this country?
It could be my ticket, man. As I said, though, I just have to focus right now on where I am, making sure that I help the team. And yeah, I'm looking forward in my next move to go overseas and play overseas. I would love to play overseas. But right now, my focus, yeah.
Yeah. So, but like, let's think crazily. What would the ideal country be if tomorrow I said to you, you can have any ticket to go overseas and go sign for a club? What would the ideal destination be?
Definitely England. I would love to go to England playing Barclays, man. It's either play for, can be Arsenal or Man City. Those are my two best teams, man. I would really love to play for those teams, yeah. Yeah. I think they have my style of play. They keeping the ball. They're not rushing on anything. They're creating more chances, So I like that football. I like that kind of play. So, yeah.
Okay, no, and hopefully it'll come right. So hopefully they can get those laws ready, man. In England, I think the problem there is the laws, and you have to play certain number of caps. The country has to be at a certain level in the FIFA rankings, and hopefully but hopefully we can overcome that. I can see Ukamu is playing there, Ukamu Mukocho, and he's doing well in England. So there's definitely a way to do it.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
But like maybe let's end off a little bit light-heartedly now and discuss things that are not as heavy as hard. So what does do for fun? So what do you do when you are not on the soccer field? Like when outside of soccer.
Sure. I don't know, because I don't really do much, Even when I'm not on the field, I'm always in the house. Like, I enjoy watching Netflix or playing video games. So I think for now, that's what I enjoy. Like, I enjoy playing PlayStation or watching Netflix, because I don't really like going out that much, If I'm not playing, I'm in the house most of the time, unless I'm going out on a lunch with the guys or supper or just the chillers. That's the only time I go out. Other than that, I'm always in the house playing video games.
Awusumuntu amakwasi.
Yeah. Lutho.
I know your goose. And then just like things like your favorite player. Who have you modeled your playing style around, and who's your favorite player? Both
locally,
international and local, whatever.
International, it has to be Kevin De Bruyne.
Okay.
Kevin De Bruyne, you know, he's good, man. That guy is good. And
He's a magician.
His passing, his movements, he always makes the job easier for himself and for his strikers, you know, because wherever they run to, he always finds them.
Mm.
And locally, there's a lot. There's Munare, there's Spio Mahlangu, and those are the players I look up to, you know. I look up to. But before I started playing football, I was a fan of Spio Shabalala.
Okay.
Yeah, that Khormani, man, like he inspires me all the time, you know. I used to watch him. I used to be like him, you know. So I think that's him. It can be him. Yeah.
Okay. And who's that one opponent that you think, hey, kusasa subhekana nalabantu, yeah, umuntu wamelala le age.
Munare.
Even.
Munare, yo, I know, but hey, uzonginika inkinga lo. Yabo. Yeah.
Yagijima ugcwala ground plus uthabani yo.
Eish. Noma utshela ukuthi umshiyile, he's here. Ula, babana.
And anyone else that you would say besides Umunare and Witz, anyone else that you've played against and were like, yo, namhlanje sibuke usebenza.
I can say Kapinga.
Okay.
You said Kapinga, yeah.
Yeah.
He's quick, man. He's quick, and he's unpredictable as well. So those are the players that whenever you're going to play against them, we always pray with it. I just hope we can benchy. Yes. Because now we're sharing the same position, and obviously I'm the one who made a mark, and I'm not good at marking. So whatever they're gonna blame me, obviously. So yeah, he's a great player. He's really good. Like I believe even other teams, when they have to play Leopard, he's the first player to think of when they prepare for them. Yeah.
No, and I mean, thank you again for joining us. I think we're going to close now. I mean, we've had a decent conversation, and again, I really appreciate having spent time with you. But just to close, perhaps, maybe can you give me a word for your fans, Cape Town City fans? Just a word to say from Mdu, this is me, this is what you can expect, or you know what I mean?
I would like to say thank you to all those people that really believes in me, that really supports me, support Cape Town City. Thank you to those people who were there for me before I even made the decision of coming to Cape Town. You know, their good advices, their support really helped me a lot. And I would like to say, when things go back to normal, I'll surely do my best, give everything, and help the team, and give them a good entertainment in the field. So they might just wish they can still support us, be there, come to the stadium, support City, and yeah, love you so much.
Have they told you when you guys are going to go back to training? I know the Minister of Sports said the PSL teams can start training as of next week.
Yeah, they said we're gonna have to wait for Tuesday. I think Tuesday is the final announcement now or something.
Okay.
Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, but they already told the guys that went home to come back already, you know. So probably next week, yeah, we might start training. And hopefully I pray that we play as well soon, you know.
And, and between now and then, how have you been keeping fit?
We've been doing the Zoom training.
Okay. Okay.
We've been doing Zoom training, and some other days we go for a jog. And yeah, then we all doing that as a team, and they make sure that we stay in the same level. So now what's left is just coming to the field and test our levels. Yeah.
And I know I've been saying we're closing, but just how would you feel if you, like, for you as a soccer player and an entertainer, would you still be fine with walking out and having no people in the stands? I think psychologically it's not quite the same as having that Cape Town buzz, especially at Cape Town Stadium or at Athlone. Also, it gets a little bit loud. How are you seeing it going for you as an entertainer, if you've got no one in the stand to entertain?
I believe it's not gonna be easy, you know, because obviously we used to seeing the crowd, people singing outside, encouraging us when we see things are not going well. You know, sometimes when they sing and encourage us, they change our ways of thinking, you know. And obviously it's not gonna be easy, but as I said, life is more important than career, you know. So as long as they can see us playing and doing our best, in our hearts, we'll know that they are watching us and they're giving us the support that we need, you know. So as long as everyone is safe, I think that's important.
Yeah, no, thank you, Mdu. I mean, thank you very much for having taken this interview. I really am humbled that you're having responded, and we really appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I think just keep your head in it. Keep your feet on the ground. I definitely think you're going places, man. We've got such respect for the work you do. If you can stay injury free, please. Can you just stay injury free?
Thanks, man. Yeah.
And just push, man, and get to the next level. And yeah, man, we'll be there. We'll be there watching you when you get to the next level, cheering you on.
Thank you so much, man, and thanks for having me today. And yeah, God bless you. Stay safe and stay healthy.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
When I come to Cape Town, I'm gonna come and buy you a coffee. You know, we'll chat about it.
Definitely, I would love that. Yeah.
All right. Shom tu ne ngiyabonga, man.
Sharp.